Hey everyone, I hope that you are having a beautiful day. My name is Robin. I own Robin's Healing. Thank you so much for coming on here and watching. I encourage you to subscribe to this channel as well. Comment on these videos. If you have any interest in more videos similar to these topics, just let me know what you'd like to know more on, or maybe there's something I'm not giving enough details on, okay? I have my beautiful fireplace back here, and that's significant to me right now that we're encouraging ourselves to kind of light the way, okay? Especially where there's a lot of sickness around right now. So our video today is all about the blue moon on Halloween, and it's full, and it's in Taurus. And Taurus is very much about our senses. So when I'm discussing the element of fire, there's also an element of earth and nature and things like that coming through, because it's so important that we're enjoying our lives. And when I listen to some things that other people are discussing around this full moon, it's saying that, and I know it's a very powerful one, that we're upgrading, and this has been coming up a lot in my other videos. So if you're someone who doesn't understand what upgrading means, or some people it might mean ascension, but you might be feeling a lot of physical energy moving in your actual body. So a lot of people are feeling symptoms of this, and that's why I'm encouraging you to connect a bit more with the natural elements of fire and earth, and it feels like plants, even animals, things like that. And Tauruses, when we discuss the energy of Taurus, they really appreciate their environments. That matters to them, so it makes them happy. So asking yourself if there's something you need to remove during this full moon that is actually in your environment, something that might be blocking you from feeling like you're advancing in your life. So that might be spiritually, it might be around relationships, but finances seem to really be coming up with a lot of people. And starting on November 2nd, I'm going to be promoting my, it's called Attraction, but it's really about abundance, joy, happiness, finances, things like that. And it's going to be a 1-month program. So it's starting on November 20th to December 20th. So I will be leaving that information below once I start promoting that event as well, and you'll be able to see it. Cost $222 plus tax in Canadian money, and it's going to give us 2 modules where we're really going to be focusing on letting go of that lack mentality and learning, as I was saying, to upgrade yourself. It might be your standards, it might be boundaries too. It's how you perceive things. So we're going to go much deeper into that. If you're interested, just let me know, and I'm going to leave my info below, and I could even give you a clarity call around, how that could benefit you, and just explain it on a deeper level. Okay, so I have Amethyst here. So the reason why I'm working with stones is because, again, that earth element, that nature element is going to be really powerful around this full moon. Because if you're looking to detox or cleanse or clear energy, which underneath my rituals I've put a few things there that you might find are an addition for the full moon. But when we work with these elements, it's able to raise our vibration, as I said, upgrading. So it's about when you're feeling like disappointed or things aren't working out, then we can go to our crystal and we can actually ask our crystal for help. And so I know that sounds a little silly, but often when we do any type of prayer work, we'll kind of like give something to the earth and then ask for our prayer. So it might be that you're just, for me, what I'm feeling is the connection to the earth will help aid you, because when your vibration's raised, you're more likely to be receptor or receptive to the information that is coming to you, to the guidance and things like that. So also, if you're watching this, there's still time to join my 1-month program starting November 1st. If you join a little bit later, that's fine, and I'm doing payment plans for people too if it's not in their budget currently, because again, that's where we're going to be working on that further. So healing energy in terms of maybe where you're at that way, it feels like a lot of people are blocked. They're not feeling centered, hence the program that I'm creating. It's about valuing yourself enough to do the work, okay? So crystals are a great way to advance your energy. Then I also have zeolite, which is another form of detoxing. We work with this style of crystal to help rinse us of energy that's toxic to us. So again, it might be around this full moon that you're letting go of. I discussed environments, but it feels like emotions. Okay, so these are patterns of behaviors that you've been continuing. And something tells me you know what that pattern of behavior is. So if it's any type of habit that you know isn't serving you, this is a perfect time to let that go. And underneath my moon cycles, you will find, or actually under my rituals, I switched it, you'll find my full moon ritual that can help you write some things down and cleanse yourself that way. So patterns of behaviors and cycles are exceptionally important because we're working with feminine energy right now, which is very much like we're learning to calm ourselves, relax ourselves, and heal ourselves as well. So if you're feeling like, going back into the blocks, if you're feeling blocked, then what are you doing to like help yourself? Because there's self-help, self-care, things like that. It's so important to honor that nervous system and the patience piece as well. Because if you have been doing this work and you're getting upset about it, then it's going to take some time. So if you might know what all your problems are, but you just haven't, time hasn't evolved yet. So we're going to keep centering ourselves during that time frame. All right, so the other thing that's coming up is we discussed nature, but I feel like what you're exposing yourself is exceptionally important. So if you're around harsh, judgmental individuals, that could be on social media too. It's time to bounce up from how you react to things. So it's about not being as reactive. And so if you're a person who's very sensitive, you tend to feel a lot. But this is an energy where it's learning to just shield and ground yourself a bit more from people and things in the public. This energy is where everybody else is going to be going through their own individual crises, and we protect ourselves around other people. So before I came on here, aside from putting all this on, and like I did a nice intention setting with my candle, so again you can watch one of those rituals. I lit my sage. I got myself where I felt like I needed to be, even in my actual space. So these are things that you're going to start focusing a bit more on if you want to start valuing that more, because whoever's in your actual individual space is the energy that you will probably be feeling too. So who are you sharing healthy exchanges with as well? What are the positive things that you're doing already? Because that's super important, that you can acknowledge that you've come a long way. And if you can't do that when you're doing your practices, you're going to find that it's easier to do because you trust that the positive energy is now going to start coming in as our new moon starts to trickle in. So if you look back to 5 years, if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, then you probably already are more advanced than someone who hasn't been. And there's no judgment around that as much as it's time to start picking up the pieces. It's like we're solving a puzzle and we're enjoying it. We're having fun. This is a time for joy. So if you're not having fun, then ask yourself what's blocking you from being more advanced in your happiness and your abundance and things like that. Again, that's why I have the clarity calls to discuss more of my programs. If you'd like to book a one-on-one session, I'll leave the link below. I hope you guys enjoy this full moon. I hope you have a happy Halloween. It'll be a little bit different, but it's a new process and a new journey that we're all experiencing together. So let's support one another during this time. You can also go onto my Facebook and Instagram, and I have a healing group where you can share more information about yourself or programs that you might have as well. Take care. Bye for now.